Welcome back to Ruby on Nails, and today I'm trying a microphone just to see if it helps with the audio. I haven't had the chance or the time or the money to get a lav mic, so hopefully this works out. Hopefully it improves the quality of the content, but now I've got something to wave around instead of just my hands. So for today's video, I thought it would be fun to walk us through the wonderful world of water marbling, because there is more than just one way to do it. There is a bunch of ways to water marble, and some of them don't necessarily involve water marbling or water, which is great because that shit's a mess. So today I'm going to walk you through 4 different ways to water marble. There is 3 ways that don't involve any water marbling, and then there's the good old traditional way that I cannot make the exact same water marble with for my life. So I just kind of do abstract water marbling. If you want to do traditional water marbling where all of it is the same on each nail, you gotta go elsewhere because I don't have that power. So for our 4 water marblings, we have traditional water marbling, we have drag marbling, we have stamping, and we have nail vinyls. All of these things you've kind of seen on my channel or on my Instagram in one form or another. I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at any of them, but there are some things that I have stumbled across that might be helpful for you. So with that, let's jump into this video. And with just a hop, skip, and a jump, we are into this sexy voiceover. And honestly, this music is doing everything for me. The first thing that I'm going to be showing you today is how to stamp a water marble. There are tons of different plates that you can purchase. Mine are from What's Up Nails that have these cool water marble designs where you can ensure that every single nail is the exact same, or as close as you can stamp it. And with any stamping tutorial, you need a good base color. Today, I'm going to be using several very contrasting colors just so you can really see how everything looks. All of the colors are from Holotaco, and I know some of these colors really clash, but it's not for, outside wear. It's so that you, the viewer, can see what I'm doing. The first thing I'm going to do with any stamping is I'm going to put on some protective peel because I don't wish to fry my cuticles with acetone during cleanup. I like my cleanup to be quick and easy. And while that dries, let's look at the plate that I'm using. I'm going to be using this traditional water marble design. It's pretty much the classic that you'll see everywhere, and I'm just going to apply several colors because I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of a stamping gradient. And once those colors are on, I'm going to swipe it in one direction. As you can see, you're getting a little bit of a gradient on that plate. If you want it to be more blended, you can move your scraping card up and down the stamping polish, but this is fine. We want to just see that water marble design, and if you do a gradient, it'll look more like a water marble, because when you traditionally water marble, things kind of blend together when you drag them into place. Personally, I really like to stamp. I find that it is quick and easy if I want a water marble design, because traditional water marbling, there's a lot of cleanup involved, so that means there's a lot of time that is taken up by all that cleanup. I am going to show you all of these with a glossy top coat. However, I personally think that the stamping technique works better with a matte top coat. It makes it just a bit more passable. Next up is nail vinyls or nail stencils. I absolutely love these stencils. They have appeared on my Instagram over and over and over again, and I can't tell you how many sheets I've bought. But the first step to any nail vinyl usage is putting down a pretty color. If you want it to look even better, I would suggest doing a gradient of some sort underneath the nail vinyl just so it looks even trippier once that nail vinyl is on and done. Of course, you do need to seal everything away with a super glossy top coat, and you do need to wait about 15 to 20 minutes to make sure that top coat is good and cured before placing on your nail vinyls. So there's a bit of a waiting period with this technique. As you can see, there are tons of different types of water marble stencils, and I particularly like this traditional one. I'm kind of going for an overall theme, just so things are a little bit more cohesive when we are done. And a quick tip, if your nail vinyl does not come away cleanly, I always like to take a bit of paper towel or a surface that I can move out of the way and an orange stick, and I lightly place the vinyl on top and I just poke out the rest of it. I've seen people use tweezers to kind of tweeze it away, but personally I find that I have a tendency to rip my vinyl if I use tweezers, so I find this poke out method to be the most effective for me, but you do you. And again, because acetone is the devil, I'm going to apply even more protective peel and just make sure everything is good and protected by that latex barrier. Safety first, boys and girls, safety first. Once that is good and dry, we are going to go ahead and place that nail vinyl on top of our color. Jesus Christ, I kept touching this. Why am I touching this so much? It's on there. It's good. We're protected. Jesus. I took that safety first thing a little bit too seriously. My God. I am then going to place my vinyl with the majority of the design that I like on there. I like to have some of those smaller ripples to be quite prominent on my nail instead of the big ones. I just think it looks nicer. But once the vinyl is on, I'm just going to tap it into place, making sure that all of my lines will be good and crisp. And if you've seen my videos before, I like to nip away the excess of my nail vinyls just to make sure that everything lays good on flat on my very curved nails. I always find that if I don't do this, my edges are messy and not crisp, and I don't care for that at all. After I've pat down my entire nail, once again, I'm going to do a bit of a gradient here. You could just do a single color, but again, I think gradients are kick-ass, and I like to do them whenever I get the chance. I'm going to be doing kind of a explosion gradient, so the center is going to be my original color, and then I'm going to put one color on each end of the sponge to really contrast it. And if I did this inverse, it would have looked so cool, but I didn't think of that at the time because I was trying to be smart and tutorial-esque, and I should never be smart. I should always do what I want, and that is a lesson for you today. Just do what you want. Once we peel that bad boy away, it reveals that beautiful water marble design. Honestly, you could do a lot of things with nail vinyls and gradients. There are just pages and pages of wonderful gradients on Instagram and Reddit, and they are just a beautiful source of inspiration for me. I love gradients. I don't know why. They're so pleasing. Next up, we probably have the simplest water marble. This doesn't require any tools that you need to specially purchase. All you need is a toothpick or a tiny brush in this case, and several bottles of polish. It's quite simple. So first you start out with your base color. I'm using the Floor's Guava because it's eye searing and I appreciate a good eye searing cream. Once you've let both coats dry a good amount, you're going to put on more protective peel, and more protective peel, and more protective peel. Because again, protection comes first. This can be a rather messy process if you don't use protective peel or some other barrier, so I do suggest that you definitely use something to cover your nails, or you're going to be scrubbing nail polish off your skin for weeks. the next part of this is you're going to go ahead and blob on your polish. There are many ways that you could do this. Today I'm going to be showing you a bit of a diagonal drag marble, and I'm just going to go ahead and incorporate that base color, the Florist Guava, into this design, so in the end it'll have a more cohesive look, and I'm just applying 4 rows here. You do need to work relatively fast so your polish doesn't start curing before you're ready to start dragging. I'm using a tiny brush, but you can again use a toothpick. My only thing is do be careful with that toothpick because it is a solid object. You have a tendency to poke holes into your polish. And as you can see, I dragged one way, and then in between those drag lines, I'm dragging the opposite way. So we get this cool effect on our nails. And as you can see, adding in that Florist Guava has helped this make a more cohesive piece, and so that the edges of our nail really blend in with everything else. And once again, you're gonna put on a top coat because this is done. And again, you should try this with a matte top coat. It looks sick as hell. Now it's time for the messy one, actual water marbling. For this, you are going to start off with 2 coats of whatever base color you want. Preferably it's one you're going to be dropping into the water so your nails look cohesive. I am very mediocre at this. If you want to learn how to properly water marble, you gotta go somewhere else. I'm not going to show you how to do this cohesively on every single nail because I cannot do that. I am not a witch. Or maybe I am. It's up for debate. Speaking of witches, let me show you my cauldron. I'm sorry for showing you this, and I'm sorry that I'm just sorry. This is my water marbling mug, or my paint mug, or my nail polish and water mug. It's my catch-all mug, and yeah, it's just encrusted with nail polish. But when you water marble, you're gonna drop your nail polish into the water. I kind of gently touch the nail polish droplet on my brush to the water to kind of coax it off the brush. And I like to do 3 rounds of the color. For this particular look, I only needed to do 2 because the nail polish is fairly opaque. And as you can see, it kind of retracted. So to me, that is kind of the indication that there's plenty of nail polish in my cup. And I can go ahead and pull that design with my toothpick. As you can see, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I was trying to go for that quintessential water marble look. And once that is on and done and my nail is, or my skin is protected with that latex, I'm just going to go ahead and dip. Once my finger is fully submerged into that water, I'm just going to take that toothpick and kind of wrap up all of the excess polish. It dries fairly quickly once you dip it into the water, so it's pretty easy to clean up with that toothpick. It just kind of wraps up on it. Once my finger is out of the water, I like to place it on a paper towel to absorb any excess water, and I'm just going to kind of carve the cuticle line with a toothpick just to make sure that I'm not pulling up that water marble on accident. And yeah, because that's happened to me before. I don't know why. It was maybe the polishes were just too dry, or maybe there was oil on my nail, but yeah, I accidentally pulled up my water marble once and I was extremely pissed off because it means starting this entire process over again. I am going to take a Q-tip and just gently dab the water droplets on top of my nail. Do be careful though, because you could leave excess hairs or you could accidentally dent your polish, and that's no fun because it means you gotta redo things, and redoing water marbles is too much work. Once that baby has air dried a good amount, you're going to apply a glossy top coat or a quick dry top coat or a matte top coat. It's up to you. This is where you can get super creative, but not really because it's all clear in the end. But yeah, those are the 4 looks, and let's just look at them side by side because I think that is always a fun comparison. What was your favorite water marble technique? Was it the drag marbles, stamping, nail vinyls, or are you a freak and just like water marbling? Sound off in the comments below. And with that, the look is finished, or the 4 looks, rather. If you like this video, and if you like my videos, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to bump up the quality with better audio. I know that is a big pet peeve of mine, but you know what? I'm stupid, and it takes a lot of trial and error for me to get things right. So if you have like a wiki article, that'd be great. All of my socials are in the description down below if you have any further questions, because I didn't really go super in depth on any of the water marbling because I wanted this to be a bit more of a summary video than an in-depth analysis of each technique. If you have a particular question, leave a comment down below. And with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mic in my face because I put my other hand away. I don't know if I like holding the mic or if I'll just get like a little boom thing to like put right here. Then it kind of like maybe down here. Is that better?